Clasico. Yes! There's no club football game bigger than the El Clasico. It is the biggest, and it's going down this weekend, especially with things heavily poised at the top of the Liga. With both Madrid and Barcelona hunting down Atletico to see who wins this title in Spain, the El Clasico. Big game. And by the way, it also continues all across the world. Important games, including Man United going to North London to face the former manager Jose Mourinho, who's Tottenham will be ever ready to welcome United. Oh yes, let's begin from yesterday, where Northampton won in the Europa League game yesterday night. No team at home won. Man United were in full control away to Granada, and Arsenal suffered an equalizer at home just before the final whistle. It is even shaped. It is poised. If you miss the action, stay here with me on Sapientia fan town. And if you want to have the best expectation of the games coming up this weekend, stay right here. It is Sapientia fan town, and we will be having fun here today. We will also be talking about some teasers, some questions here on the show. So wherever you're joining from, good afternoon to you. It is Sapientia fan town. I see you all. I know you're here with me today, and we'll be having a wonderful time. And still talking about the Europa League. Man United took a big step towards the Europa League semi-finals. That's a well win over Granada in the first leg of their last 8 yesterday. Marcus Rashford, he put United ahead. Long pass from Victor Lindelof, and then the finish past home goalkeeper Luis Silva. And by the way, it was not just a one-sided affair. There was a Herrera, but not the one that played for United. It was a younger Herrera who is on loan for Man City. He hit the outside of the post for the Spanish side. And then this guy also had a chance. The ex-Tottenham striker Roberto Soldado, but he fired wide. And because United wanted it more, they doubled their lead late on. Bruno Fernandes squeezing in the penalty pass Silva after Ian Bryce fouled him. And in just 1 week time, okay, 6 days from now, no longer 7 days, the second leg will be coming up at Old Trafford. And whoever wins on aggregator is going to the semi-finals and will play either Ajax or Roma. But you remember Roma, they won the tie, also away from home, won the first leg 2-1 after the first leg played in Portugal, in Holland. Northampton won yesterday night at the Europa League. And for Manchester United, they have now lost one of their past 17 matches in all competitions. They are doing well, aren't they? Yes, one loss in 17 games in all competitions for United. And they'll be without midfielder Scott McTominay, also without left back Luke Shaw, and also without centre defender Harry Maguire for the second leg next week, because they were all suspended. They will all be suspended after picking up bookings in Spain. And for United, remember, United has not yet won a trophy since they won the Europa League 4 years ago under Jose Mourinho. And that night it was Ajax that they beat. They've not even reached the final in the 2.5 seasons that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been in charge. 14 points off the pace in the Premier League right now, below Man City. They're also out of the FA Cup because they lost to Leicester City last month, remember? So the Europa League is their only realistic hope. United only hopes to win the Europa League and then have the hope to win silverware this season. That's their only for Manchester United is this Europa League. They must have to win it at all costs. Otherwise, their trophylessness will continue. Oh, Carmelo. So it's their only hope. And they did well yesterday night. They gained control of the 27th European quarter-final. So also the 20th goal of the season for Rashford. 20th goal for him, Marcus Rashford. And of course, kudos also David De Gea, who returned to the starting lineup yesterday night. after Dean Henderson had featured in the last 7 games. And he had a save denying Kennedy. So United should be looking to kill off that tie next weekend. And of course, 9th on the table in Spain. In fact, they have the worst defensive record in Spain. United could have also added more goals. Maguire dragged the shot well wide. Pogba wasted an opportunity. Even as Fernandes had a shot from the corner of the 6-yard ball saved before he scored. The show was replaced by Alex Telles for the start of the second half. And then no injuries. He was only being protected. And then a year to Granada. A small club doing great things, trying to be ambitious and dream. Granada. It's been a great story for them to reach this stage. I remember the whole squad cost only 8 million euros. This whole squad of Granada. Ego from the goalkeeper to the striker, all of them, the whole squad cost only 8 million euros. It's a small club. In fact, 4 seasons ago, they were in the 4th tier. That is, they have that's like in the Premier League. You have the Premier League, you have the Championship, you have the League One, you have the Coca-Cola division. So they were in the 4th tier just some years, 15 years ago. Found out about a 4th tier, 4th. From there they came to 3rd, from 3rd to 2nd, and then they came to La Liga. And yesterday, the fans were not able to attend the stadium. It would have been, in fact, this is the biggest match in their 90-year history as a club. They have never ever been in the quarterfinal. You understand? In fact, this is their debut at the Europa. So, it's the biggest ever match of their career as a club in their history. So their fans, because they could not enter the stadium, in the right side, they check of Timbers Fabian. Oh! Kudos to them, they've done well so far. Matching on as a club, progressing Granada. Last season they finished 7th. That was why they had to go through qualifiers. In fact, they went through 3 qualifying rounds. Then they went into the group phase. And before they got to this stage, remember they beat Napoli. They beat Napoli over 2 legs. And then they beat Molde. Success from our team Mode to get to the quarterfinals. They've done well. And even after they considered the goal yesterday, they had chances to equalize. Herrera, Soldado, and Kennedy, they could not take the chances very well. And the game they are going to play at Old Trafford next week will be their 15th of the season in the Europa League. Lots of games. So they need to win by at least 2 goal margin to be their last goal this season at the Europa League. But then they've done well so far, I tell you. Kudos to United. Kudos to United. They've now won a consecutive away games in Europe against Spanish opposition for the first time ever. Remember, they beat Real Sociedad 4-0 on the road in February 2021. And they've forgotten that they've lost 2 consecutive games for the first time in their maiden European campaign. Before, they lost only 2 of their previous 12, winning 8. It's all good. And then United also had a clean sheet, 4 clean sheets now in their last 5 games in Europe. Conceded only 1 goal. And then Rashford became the 4th player in the Premier League to reach 20 goals in all competitions this season. So far it's been only Harry Kane, 29 goals in all competitions, Mo Salah 27, and Bruno Fernandes 24. Now Marcus Rashford reaching 20 goals in all competitions. The first English player to score 8 goals for United in a European competition in a single season. That is if you remove qualifiers. Since the last time it was done by Sir Bobby Charlton back in 1965. He's also the first player to score 20 plus goals in back-to-back seasons for United since the last time. But the last time it happened was back in 2010, done by Wayne Rooney. So kudos to him. And then Bruno Fernandes is also the penalty taker. People used to insult him for taking penalties, but you need to be very good at penalties to take them. He has scored 19 out of 20 penalties yesterday for Manchester United in all competitions. Kudos to him. Missed only 1. He's really a dead ball specialist, Fernandes. So United are even poised for the game this Sunday against Tottenham in the Premier League. And then meanwhile talking about the Arsenal game against Slavia Prague. Oh Slavia, oh my Slavia scoring a dramatic Stoppage time equalizer. The Arsenal's Europa League ambitions hanging in the balance. It was from the bench. The substitute, Nicolas Pepe. They could end a slender quarter-final first leg advantage when he broke the deadlock in the 86th minute. A goal created. Another substitute by American Aubameyang. But then just at the dying moment, Thomas Holmes is headed home. And he proved the precious away goal. So going to next week, next Thursday, I tell you, Arsenal needs to be on their toes. And they will still believe that they will progress to the semi-finals. But then they have it all to do, Arsenal. Yes, they were in shock. Everyone was in shock after they lost 3-0 to Liverpool last weekend. And, I mean, lots of criticism from their fans, from pundits, from everybody. And in reaction, Mikel Arteta made 6 changes. Well, 3 of those were forced because of injuries, because Captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was a doubt. He couldn't start. And Arsenal has also scored 8 goals in Europa League this season alone. Aubameyang was frustrated. He has 13 league goals and then cup goals for Arsenal this season. Even though he's on some sort of a goal drought, since 6th of March he's not scored a goal. So he was frustrated on the bench, watching Lillian, Willian and all the rest of them fluffing their lines. Lacazette also. Before Mechaze Bata on the 78th minute, and he made an impact immediately when he created that goal for £17 million club signing, record signing. Pepe, who produced a composed finish past keeper Andrej Kola. And then Arsenal, they failed to see out the game, and they may now have to rue their chances, except if they finish the work next week. Oh yeah, they're lying 10th on the Premier League table. Arsenal 10 points off a top spot 4, a top 4 spot. So they need to win the Europa League also, perhaps much more than Manchester United. That is the only chance to play the Champions League next season, I tell you. And they've not been in the Champions League since 2017. Chai! So next week, huge test for Arsenal. They need to march on to keep making progress. And they need to watch it because they've not kept a clean sheet in any of their past 14 games in all competitions. And that's their longest run ever since December 2019. That is, in their last 14 games, they have not been able to keep even one clean sheet, Arsenal. And Sliver Prague have lost just one of their past 4 games in Europe against English sides, because the last time in their first 3 away games, they all lost without scoring a goal. Now they're becoming more positive of taking points because Arsenal is in town. And by the way, Aubameyang had an assist for the opener, and it was his 100th goal involvement in all competitions for Arsenal. He's at 4 goals and 16 assists for Arsenal. So that's quite some very wonderful stats for the African. And Arsenal, remember, remain unbeaten in their 9 European meetings with Czech opponents. And this was the first time anyway they failed to win a game at home against the side from Czech Republic. So I don't know how they feel going to this weekend's game against Sheffield United, Arsenal. But then, they have it all to do. Like I told you earlier, still yesterday, Ajax, they lost 2-1. 2-1 to Roma, AS Roma in Holland. So Roma getting 2 crucial away goals and beating Ajax. The other game, Dinamo Zagreb, the team that beat Tottenham to reach this stage, they lost at home 2 to Villarreal. Another Spanish side beating them 1-0. So how did you see the games? Which 4 teams are you doing for the semi-finals from each side? Will it be Ajax coming back? Or is it Roma? Can Arsenal finish the job? Or does Liverpool have a chance? And then was going to overturn this deficit? Or will Villarreal cruise through? Does Granada have anything in them to stop United? Or should they going to get into yet another semi-final under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Which 4 teams are you doing for the semi-finals from each tie, ladies and gentlemen? And of course, about this weekend's games? Well, we have the big El Clasico in Spain. Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's going down, the biggest game, the biggest club game in world football, I tell you. Yes, in Spain, that game is happening 8 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll still get to talk about it. 8 p.m. Nigerian time on Saturday. That is tomorrow. Alright, Real Madrid, of course, is the host. The same 8 p.m. in Spain, but that will be on Sunday. Real Betis will be welcoming Atletico Madrid, who are leading the table. Alright? And then for England, the cutting razor will be Man City hosting Leeds United tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. And then after that game, Liverpool will be in action against Aston Villa tomorrow, 3 p.m. And then a London derby at Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park. It is Chelsea coming from the defeat last weekend. That's West Bromwich Albion, even though they won the Champions League. 2-0 against FC Porto. And then he's back in England tomorrow, Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And they hope to return to winning ways, Chelsea, because currently they're out of the top 4 and they need all they can muster to keep going forward. And then on Sunday, still in the EPL, 2:05 p.m. Nigerian time, West Ham, who have found a way to enter the top 4 race. They are playing on the top 4 position, Leicester City. And then later, 4:30 p.m. at the Tottenham Stadium. That's when it will be happening. Man United away to Tottenham. 4:30 p.m. on Sunday. And then later that evening, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, Sheffield United welcoming Arsenal. And then in Italy, it begins tomorrow, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, Parma versus AC Milan. And then on Sunday, early in the morning, compared to the times, 11:30 a.m. in the morning on Sunday, Inter Milan leading the table, hoping to win the league. Hoping to close it down. They're playing host to Cagliari. And then later on Sunday, 2 p.m. Nigerian time in the afternoon, Juventus, defending champions, at home to Genoa. Oh yeah. And then what about Germany? 2:30 p.m. tomorrow, Bayern Munich at home to Union Berlin. And then 2:30 p.m. same time, also tomorrow, Werder Bremen playing host to second place Leipzig. And what about France? Table leaders Lille open the job tonight, 8 p.m. Nigerian time versus Nice. Remember, they're still top of the table there. And then 4 p.m. on Saturday tomorrow, Strasbourg welcoming the champions of PSG. So what are your predictions for these games, ladies and gentlemen? 27 minutes gone past 1 p.m. here on Sapientia Fans Hall. Kudos once again to my sponsor of this segment, ATF International Limited. I'm going to take a message from them. But I will be back. And when I come back, we will be talking about the El Clasico and possibly whatever else that time permits us. It is Sapientia Fans and continues to be. My name is JJ. I got that music. I'm ready to read. Glad to be here with you today. We shall probably say welcome here on the show. Don't go away. Stay with me. It's Sapientia Fan Zone.
This program is brought to you by ATF International Limited, importers of magnet products such as magnet spark plugs, magnet batteries, magnet horns, and magnet gasket makers. 2 years guaranteed.
Come with this mechanic. What I do you? For 3 days now, where I buy this motor for your workshop, no one work am. Oh God, I don't tell you before. Nothing do your motor. The bad battery and plug when you dey use, let make your motor no restart. Then which battery and plug be the main demand? Oh God, magnet spark plug and magnet battery. Now them they run for town now. If I put them for you, now one touch. Oh yeah, put them now. Hey, magnet spark plug now correct. Yes, so magnet spark plug and magnet battery. Now one touch for motor. It never finish. So plenty major magnet products from motor parts they bracket with 2 years warranty. You could also use magnet spark plug for motorcycle and generator. Now ATF International, the distributor nationwide. Magnet spark plug and battery. Now one touch.
Super magnet products for super generations. Oh yeah, many thanks to Onitsha International Limited for all your love here every afternoon. And to you too for being here with me today. Wherever you're joining us from, we shall find time to actually greet you very, very well like you deserve. And then it's happening, it's all going down in Spain. And it's actually very close there, very tight at the top of the table. There are three clubs, talking about the two Madrid clubs, and FC Barcelona. They're locked in a hot race. With just 9 games to go. 29 games played by everybody. And then just 3 points separated the top 4. Atletico Madrid, 66 points on top. Barcelona, 65 points, just 1 point below in second place. And then Real Madrid, just 2 points further, 63 points, 3 points off Atletico. So that's how close, that's how tight it is in Spain. And we're having the El Clasico, where Barcelona hopes to get a massive victory and have a say in the equation of where the destination of the title will go this season. That game is coming up 8 p.m. on Saturday, like I told you. And it will be held behind closed doors at the Estadio Alfredo Di Stefano. This is because Santiago Bernabéu, the home of Real Madrid, is undergoing renovation works. So that's their reserve stadium is serving them. It's now their home base. After all, no fans can still attend because of coronavirus pandemic and the restrictions there. And this is a bitter rivalry. The rivalry between Real Madrid and Barcelona. It's a bitter rivalry. And that's what's happening in Spain this weekend. The El Clasico. Two giants, two rivals. Two serious successive clubs. Coming together to lock horns. Of course, remember, Madrid and Barcelona are the two largest cities in Spain. And they often have opposing political positions. Because Madrid is seen as representing Spanish nationalism. And then Barcelona is seen as representing Catalan nationalism. That is, their own place. The Catalans, they want they are talking about Catalan. But then Madrid say, no, I ain't checking on Spain. So the rivalry is also political. So each time they are coming together, a lot of things are at stake. And this one may be the biggest classical battle in years. I understand that it's no longer the way it used to be, because it used to be Ronaldo-Messi affair. But right now, Ronaldo has left. He's left since 2 seasons ago, and the Clasico has never been the way it used to be after Ronaldo left, because of that coloration of the rivalry with Messi has been removed from the Clasico, the El Clasico. But then this one is actually going to be different. It promises to be one of the biggest El Clasico battles in years, because the Spanish title race is tight. Just 9 games to go. You can imagine how close things are at the top. Atletico, like I told you, 66 points on top. And then Barcelona a point behind the second, and Zinedine Zidane's 3 points off the top, up the top spot. And that amount of the glory in La Liga seemed beyond Real and Barcelona earlier this season. But then Atletico could not close things out. They were supposed to just run away and win the title, because Barcelona were doing poorly. Madrid were also doing poorly for large spells this season. But Atletico were dragging their feet. And that was how these two classical rivals came back to start hunting them down. And there's something interesting in Spain. If teams finish level on points in the La Liga at the end of the season, what they consider first is head-to-head record, not goal difference. So if everybody is on the same number of points at the end of the season, if you like, you have plus 100 goals and this person has plus 3 goals. No. The first thing they say is, what happened in the ties involving the two of you? Oh, you find about head-to-head. Head-to-head means, for instance, the first leg this season finished Barcelona 1, Real Madrid 3. Well, at the new camp, they beat Barcelona 3-1 at the new camp this season earlier. So, for instance, now if tomorrow they finish 1-1 or maybe 2-1, what it means is that Madrid has won it on the head-to-head. So, if at the end of the day, maybe the two of them now finish on the same point at the top of the La Liga, even if Barcelona has plus 43 goals and Madrid has plus 1 goal, Madrid is going to be the winner of the La Liga this season. So that's how they do it in Spain. The head-to-head is first considered before goal difference. That is what decides the title. So the Clásico is very, very decisive, especially seeing that Barcelona already lost the first leg at home. Alright? And then there's also this small thing about this may be the final El Clásico for Lionel Messi. His future is still unclear at this point. And there's no way a player who has dominated so many of these years will want to just sign off on anything that's less than a very classic El Clásico showing. That is because this may be his last El Clásico. To have a farewell at the El Clásico. But then let's talk about the teams. Real Madrid is still missing captain Sergio Ramos. He's still out. He has a calf problem. And then Dani Carvajal is also out. But then this croc, the one Chelsea used to do Real Madrid wayo, Eden Hazard, he could make a return, maybe as a substitute. You know, he's training now. He could make a return in the game. But then for Barcelona, well, Gerard Piqué is still a doubt. Sergio Roberto is also a doubt. The two of them are doubt, but they may feature. But there's no room for Felipe Coutinho and Ansu Fati. They're both out in the encounter. So we'll be looking to see how the teams will line up and what happens, because there are so much at stake. And both teams will fancy their chances of exposing defensive weaknesses in the games. Remember what happened in the midweek in the Champions League between Real Madrid and Liverpool? I'm sure they will want to also exploit the defense of Barcelona. And then Barcelona will also have to be worried of the pace in behind on the flanks for Real Madrid. I remember Madrid also has a big job to try and stop Lionel Messi, because, I mean, he's Messi. He's Lionel Messi. And the magic is still there. Whether he was the same boy we watched 20 years ago or not. The fact is that this is Messi. Okay, say 18 years ago, 17 years ago. He's still Messi. And he can still do things. So, Adam, remember that for the El Clásico, Madrid has 97 wins and Barcelona has 96 wins. They've done 52 games. That's how close it is. That's how close it's been. And the last time out, Barcelona lost 3-1 at home to Real Madrid. That was on 24th October 2020. So, it's interesting to look forward to such a game. But for me, I'm not saying that Barcelona is going to win this encounter. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I want to talk about Barcelona and how they've been able to turn things around after starting so badly, so poorly this season. This Barcelona side, you know, we often talk down on Barcelona this time around, you know, say things about how they are finished as a team, say things about how lots of confused bunch of upcoming artists, young stars roaming all over the place for Barcelona. But is that really true? If you check how they have been able to turn things around for themselves as a club, while especially relying on also these young stars, I tell you, Ronald Koeman has done a decent job so far. Let's talk about it a bit. For instance, back on 5th December 2020, these guys that just came from relegation, Cadiz, embarrassed Barcelona. Beat them in such a fashion that nobody expected. That game tore the tickets for most people. And at that point, they were now 12 points behind Atletico Madrid. 12 points on 5th December behind Atletico Madrid. 12 points. Because in their opening 10 games at that point, they only had 4 wins from the opening 10 games. So 12 points behind Atletico at that point. Just 5th December, at the beginning of December. And at that point, it was their worst ever start in a season in 32 years. Worst ever start to a season in 32 years. And there were a lot of talk about the new manager, Ronald Koeman, whether he was still going to last on the job, whether he was going to be sacked immediately. And they were also going through the turmoil of backroom politics. All right, when you talk about the presidential election that was yet to come, the financial quagmire in which they were, so Barcelona were a club that we talked about that they finished, that they were have been dismantled and packed in. I remember saying it here that they were loosened, dismantled, and then packed in the warehouse. That there's no longer Barcelona existing. But these guys have actually so far reacted very well to all the criticisms. All right. It is funny that same Barcelona is right now mounting a serious title challenge. So I mean, it looks like a joke, because since that time, since that game, they've enjoyed a sudden, unexpected, and hugely impressive resurgence. They've had 19 league games since that time till now, and they won 16 out of those 19 games, and done the other 3. They've not lost any game again since that time. 19 games unbeaten in the La Liga, winning 16, drawing 3. In fact, right now they're just 1 point behind Atletico, heading into the El Clasico on Saturday. But then for Madrid also, remember, they are also firmly in the title hunt, because Barcelona is just leading them with 2 points. So let's talk about Barcelona's transformation. All right, in the first league games this season, they won 4, drew 2, and lost 4. 5 usually, win, draw 2, and had only 14 points. And then in the last 19 games now, they've won 16, drawn 3, which means they've now had 51 points from the last 19 games, after winning 14 for the first 10. So it's really massive. Remember, from 14 in 10 to 51 in 19. So these guys have actually found a way to rally around and get things back on track. And let's talk about their renaissance. It's been, that is, their revival is built on a renewal of energy and intensity, because of this bunch of exciting youngsters that were criticized and insulted, but who have so far proven that they can do the job. Their job at the senior level have so far exceeded expectation. They have reacted so well to the insults. For instance, look at this jewel in the crown called Pedri. They're a boy that looks so lanky. If you look at one kita, now he looks more like that Oscar that used to play for Chelsea. Or Ramirez, but so this Pedri boy was signed for the future. They brought him from second tier Las Palmas for an initial fee of just €5 million last summer, for him to be one for the future. But then this guy's clever movement and his smooth control, and then outstanding passing, I've seen him quickly become one of the first names on the team sheet right now. But I liken him a lot to Chelsea's Mason Mount, another player I've also criticized, but who has also, done a lot of things to, shut off and shut down all the criticisms thrown at him. Pedri has done so well. This guy is only 18 years old, and this season he has already made 46 appearances. 46 appearances for an 18-year-old boy. He even played 3 games during the international break with Spain. And this guy is now set to start in the Euros for Spain. 18 years old boy, 46 appearances. And it's not the only one. Let's talk about also the right back called Serginho Dest. We've also criticized that boy. But he's only 20 years old, and he's already had 33 appearances this season. Talking about Serginho Dest. And then another this small boy also in the defense, Oscar Minguenza. That boy is only 21 years. 21 years. Oscar Minguenza. He's had 31 appearances so far this season. And then also another youngster there is Ronald Araujo, or Araujo as the case may be, depending on how you pronounce it. He's 22, and he's had 24 appearances. Do we talk about Trincao, the winger? 21 years, 37 appearances. And then their playmaker, this small Ricky Puig, he's also 21 years. He's had 21 appearances so far this season. And then there is also their midfielder, this Elias Moriba, an 18-year-old boy. Well, he's not appeared as much as others. He's appeared 9 times this season. But these youngsters have all been important. And then, remember, Barcelona's best young player is currently injured. We have almost forgotten that they have a prodigy, a very wonderful youngster, the prodigy called Ansu Fati, who is injured. He's no longer in the equation for large spells this season. Manuel Marquis Bier have risen to the occasion, and they've done the job so far with Barcelona. And Barcelona has been famed for bringing young stars up the ranks. Their famous La Masia Academy. We've talked about the number of great artists they produced. In fact, sometimes last year I was criticizing Barcelona's La Masia here when I was talking about that they failed to produce wonderful players again. That the last academy product then was Sergio Roberto. And if you look around, you will not see anybody. You look at how Barcelona has been able, noiselessly, while we were all focusing attention on Lionel Messi and whether he was going to leave or not, they have provided a crop of wonderful young stars playing together consistently, amassing appearances and helping Barcelona to get to where they are now. They are on the cusp of glory. Today is 9th of April. On 17th of April, they are going to play in the finals of the Canafia, the Copa del Rey against Athletic Bilbao. They are in the finals, and they could win it, while they are also hunting down the La Liga title this season from where they were earlier this season. So kudos to Barcelona. Their famed ability to develop youthful talent is once again coming to the fore. And remember also, don't take away the influence of the big guys. All right, the legends, the veterans. Barcelona has also found a way to blend everybody together. Lionel Messi, we don't need to talk about Messi when we talk about these things. He has scored 23 league goals this season in 27 appearances. 23 goals in 27 appearances. You know, it is not up to his level. But then, remember, we were just praising Rashford. Watakele Rashford, who make Adenaro for scoring his 20th goal of the season. All right, this one is 23 in 27 appearances. So that's not small in number. The influence of those rising stars is a massive shot of adrenaline into an aged squad. The same Barcelona side have regularly looked tired. They've looked slow. They've looked old over the last couple of years. Now they have this freshness, they have this vitality, and they have this happy knock-on effect of breathing life into the veterans. Or this is not a perfect blend of young and old happening at Barcelona right now. I'm on Mifugo this thing. I don't know whether you've sensed it. I don't know whether you've seen it. Look at Sergio Busquets and then Jordi Alba. They are playing their best football in years for now. They are turning around the notion that they are entered an irreversible decline. And then there is Messi, the iconic captain, who made a slow start this season. Alright? He couldn't leave the club. Now, in his first 18 appearances this season, Messi, in all competition, in his first 18 games, he had only 8 goals. And out of those 8 goals, 6 were penalties, remember. 6 penalties, and then 2 open play goals. 8 goals and 2 assists in the first 18 games this season. But then now, go and check his numbers. If you go, that's how revitalized they've been. The team has now blended together. His style has changed. Right now, he's very happy. He's enjoying his football once again. He's now smiling. And when he sees the youngsters doing so well, look at how he links up with Pedri. You can just see it happening. And he has now recorded 19 goals and 8 assists in his last 20 games. 19 goals and and 8 assists in 20 games. And remember, his friend is now the club president. So don't put away the possibility that Messi is staying back, because these young stars have so far done so well. They can still win the Copa del Rey and win the La Liga this season. Even though we're not taking anything away from Atletico Madrid or anything away from Real Madrid, with whom they are going to lock horns this weekend at the El Clasico. So after so much criticism, maybe, just maybe, they now have what it takes. So we have to give kudos also to Ronald Koeman, who has also been criticized a lot because he found the right way to blend his exuberant young stars and the veterans into a well-functioning collective unit in the way they've been doing stuff since that 2-0 win, the turning point at Sevilla in February. Sometimes they line up a 3-man defensive unit. This one Dembele will be playing through the middle as a striker behind Messi. Alright? And they always have a convincing team performance. So kudos to Barcelona in the way the way they switch. Sometimes 3-4-3 or 3-5-2, depending on whether Koeman wants to have Antoine Griezmann starting attack alongside Messi and Dembele, or maybe to bolster his midfield. So this Barcelona side is looking like a side that is now serious this season. But then their challenge begins this weekend at the El Clasico against Real Madrid. Another side that has also found their way to come back from the doldrums. Remember, 3 points separate them from Atletico, 2 points behind Barcelona, but they can also win the league, given the fact that at this point of the season, when you are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League and you have the hope that you can still go ahead and go to the final again, and when you are a 13-time winner, there's nothing that can be as motivated as you to go all the way and win the Champions League. And alongside that also, you are also close to glory at the La Liga. It also means that while Barcelona retains the hope that they can win the double of the Copa del Rey and the La Liga, Madrid even retains the hope of having a bigger, more significant and more dominating double of the Champions League and the La Liga. So I tell you, this El Clasico is evenly poised this weekend, happening tomorrow. So who will carry the day between Real Madrid and Barcelona? Oh yes, the El Clasico happening this weekend. And away from that also, we have questions we're going to ask you today on the show. Yes, questions. Just 3 questions. Number 1, if your team were 1 goal down in a major final, you're the manager, and 1 goal down in a major final, which one player would you bring from the bench to come and help you? Okay, sorry, let me begin for 1 goal up. If your team was 1 goal up, you are winning the game 1-0 in a major final, you're up. You need to bring a player to come and to come and help you hold on to the lead for you to win. Which player would that be? Because you need a water for the bench to come and help you hold on to your lead, and so that your opponent will not come back into the game. That's 1. Number 2, then if you were 1 goal down in a major final, which one player would you bring from the bench to win it for you? Alright? And then the first question is, if your team were going into a penalty shootout to win a major trophy, which goalkeeper would you bring on to help you win it? All the 3 questions we're asking today. Well, of course, talking about the El Clasico and then looking back to the Europa League games played yesterday. Once again, good afternoon to you. It is Sapientia Fountain, and I'm JJ. I got to say the Amagadist of Radio. It's Friday, the 9th of April, 2021. I hope you're all ready and fired up. Let's do this here on the show. Stay with me.
It's Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.
Anybody will fight you. They let come down, already know. I'll be right beside you, like the wall of Jericho. They don't know They don't know what's going on. When I kiss you, when I kiss you, when I kiss you, my baby boy, I'll be a soldier for you. I'm getting better in kung fu. You should know I got you, and you don't need to get me too. I'll be right beside you in anything that you do. If you ever need to, I'm running to you, running to you. I'll be running to you, running to you. Anywhere that you go to, running to you. I'll be running to you, running to you. Anywhere that you go to.
Everybody, oh, and it's because of your control. I know the time that I'm out of control. Never ever let go. Like this, my baby boy. See how the bounces will be rising, and I'll be right there with you. I said it's small, but I'm mighty, and I go on and on. And anybody waits up in here, baby, you put it up in.
If they wanna be the Judas, if they wanna be the Pharaoh, me I cannot play no yo, me I cannot do that.
It's okay. It's Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM.
Alright, of course, it's the Sapientia fans on here. Nice to know you are with us. Let me JJ, another episode of Minister Radio. Welcoming everybody once again for whatever it is you're joining us.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright, I want to say good afternoon and welcome to all those joining us live on Facebook and everywhere. I can see you all. Good afternoon to you. I can also see Benjamin Prince Whale, Obidike Dykeman. Also Ikaba Vincent Obiora. Good afternoon to Orange Lidike Arize Antenna Global. There's a man that is here. Okay, and lots of people joining us live on Facebook. I can see you all, Kenneth Eze. I can see Dominion Rex, Monica Calistus, Ikechi Hillary Chibuzo, she's about Senior Mighty, Chica Hashtar. Also appreciated Ikechi Hillary Chibuzo, Lydia Irikefe Kimberly, Chibuzo Perpetua. Good afternoon to you, Felix Fabregas. Also, let me Sam. I see Uzoma Obio Christian Iwara. More people here. Uzoma Obio Christian Iwara, Chibike Dumegu. Let me Sam. Felix Fabregas, Victoria Uzioma, Christian Milo. Jafet Simon Onye Dickerson Onyedix. Also here today, Jafet Simon Elo Ribo. Gosmo Kigba. And you enjoy find your car for. It's so best. More people are joining us here. The man in the Mecca. Important channel so John Clifford. DJ Jericho, Chilotex, Ojake, Jidabwe, Kevin and Bobby, or someone on your Chelsea. Sparko Stilo. Some more people here, Samuel Onyechi Chelsea, Christopher Chukwu Mecca, Chuwaza Chukwu. Also here, Olumuya, Olawale Olatunji, Virginus Morning Star. I see Uze Bukosi, so Uze from Uo. From Cotonou, Benin Republic, Berengere Kabo, Akovo Bahu, Augustin Chibuzo, Onukube, Pompongwa, Emmanuel Anthony Chie, Chris Paul, and all of you here today on Lagos. I see you all. People from Istanbul, Turkey. Wherever it is you're joining us from. Let's keep doing this. Alright, let me also use this opportunity to say that on our official page on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha. 3 comments, 3 people were randomly selected today. I already said that earlier on the post made for the program. Just for making a comment, 3 people were randomly selected, and you're getting your preferred network recharge card, your preferred network randomly selected today. Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha. We're talking Europa League. We're talking games. We're talking a classical. Now we're asking questions today. Who do you bring on the bench? Who do you bring to show up your game? Who do you bring to win your game? Who do you bring to shut out the goals and the penalty shootout? Now I find a good time. My name is JJ. I got to say that on video. I'm Eli Fernanda.
This is Lion Family. Bag memory, give them.
Radio Sapientia.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go to the phone lines now. Maybe I will have time to switch 1 or 2 items on the news, but then my time already says 2 minutes past 2 p.m. So can you wait the calls in the matter? Oh, thank you. 081 86 555 184.
If I don't get money,
081 86 555 184. Also 09039 19 5402. 09039 19 5402. And you can also send us a tweet at Sapientia 95.3FM is a handle on Twitter.
so promise me.
At Sapientia 95.3FM, that's a handle on Twitter.
Get right with me till the sun goes down. Yeah.
Prince Oscar Austin, I can see you.
Promise me you will grow with me. Get right with me till the sun goes down.
Hello, good afternoon. What's your name? Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Stefan from Akaba.
Good to have you. Which club do you support?
I support Real Madrid FC.
Oh, you're a Real Madrid fan.
Yes.
Good to have you today. The El Clasico, I mean, is even a poised.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait to go.
Yeah, you guys have the advantage because you beat them 3-1 at their home on the first leg.
Yes.
But you know that the Barcelona you beat is not the same Barcelona you're going to face tomorrow. You know that already.
It's true because they are fixed from now. They are from now.
All right. So, use your head. Tell me. Maybe your heart. Use your head. Tell me what's the score line.
Well, I predict 2-1 towards Madrid.
Okay, Madrid to beat Barcelona again 2-1.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Which other game do you want to predict?
I don't know who is playing.
Crystal Palace away. They're going to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace.
And that's the London Derby.
Yeah, London Derby. Yeah.
It's going to be difficult, but I predict 1-0 towards Chelsea.
Okay, just to win 1-0.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, yesterday at the Europa League, Ajax lost 1-2 at home. Arsenal played 1-1 at home. Danone Zagreb lost 1-0 at home. Granada lost 2-0 at home. All right. So I don't know the 4 teams you're teaming for the semi-finals.
Okay, I believe that Man U will make it. Man U, Ajax.
Okay. Roma to win. Okay.
Roma. Then I think Arsenal can also make it.
Okay, Arsenal can. Then what about Danone Zagreb or Villarreal? Who do they make here?
Villarreal.
Okay, Villarreal to go through.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get to your answers to my question. Okay. Your team.
Okay.
1 goal up in the major final. Which one player will you bring from the bench to come and help you hold on to the lead and win?
Okay, I will bring if Modric is not there. I think I'll bring him on.
No, it mustn't be from your team. Pick any player from anywhere. Any player from anywhere. You bring on to come and help you.
But I'll bring Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne, if you were leading 1-0, you bring him to come and help you hold on to the lead and win, right?
Yeah.
What about if you want to go down in the major final? Who will you bring on to come and help you?
I'll bring next to Ronaldo.
Pick one.
I'll bring Ronaldo.
Ronaldo to come and help you win.
Yeah.
And then you are going into a penalty shootout to win a trophy. Which goalkeeper will you bring to help you win it?
I'll bring the man of Bayern Munich.
Okay, man of Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. All right.
Yes,
Oh, thank you.
all right, sir.
Show you something you like.
All right, our Twitter handle is at Sapientia 95.3FM. Follow us on Twitter. Send your tweets, tweet your thoughts at Sapientia 95.3FM. Prince Oscar Austin. I just saw you now on Facebook asking us the Twitter handle at Sapientia 95.3FM. That's our handle. Tweet your thoughts. Benjamin Prince Will from Oman. Good to have you here today with us. After Robinson, I can also see you. After Robinson, good afternoon to you. Prince Oscar, also good afternoon to you. And you did a Arize antenna. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name? Okay. 081-86555-184. Good afternoon. What's your name? What's your name? Wambisaka from Shoeside, Abi?
Yeah.
Welcome. Kudos on your win yesterday at the Europa League.
Yeah. Kudos to all my other fans. And also to all the organization as well.
I guess it's over. The tie is over.
Yeah, it's over. Most time it's over.
Okay.
It's over.
All right. Which other teams are you to make the semi-finals? Ajax or Roma?
Ajax. Don't give me Ajax.
Arsenal or Slava Prague?
Clara Bird. After she go.
Danone Zagreb or Villarreal?
Villarreal.
Okay, these are the teams you're taking, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. You are playing this weekend. The game is on Sunday because you played yesterday. We're playing Tottenham at the Tottenham Stadium, and it's your former manager Jose Mourinho. And remember, they beat you 6-1 at the first leg this season. This is the return leg when we need to avenge that humiliation.
Yeah, I think that much is away, Ali.
Yes, you're going away. They beat you at Old Trafford 6-1.
Yeah, that's sure me. We win them 2-1.
2-1 win for you guys.
Yeah.
Which other game do you want to predict apart from the El Clasico? Which other one?
Crystal Palace.
Can you
1-1.
1-1. Can I also? Okay, Liverpool are Aston Villa. Aston Villa is playing Leeds. Aston is playing Sheffield. West Ham, Leicester City.
I mean Liverpool played me.
Okay.
Played draw.
Okay.
Leicester played draw.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. The El Clasico, will it be Barcelona this time around, or will it stay Real Madrid?
Real Madrid is doing that 2 days ago.
2-0 win for Real Madrid. All right.
Yeah, 2-0.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the questions now. Your team don't want goal up. Who will you bring? Any player from anywhere to come and help you hold on to the lead and win?
Anywhere?
Yes, anywhere.
I will go from the country.
You will come to come and help you hold on to the win.
Yeah.
If you are down, you want to bring the player from the bench to come and help you win?
Yeah, I think Bruno
Fernandes.
Yeah.
And then penalty shootout. Who goalkeeper will you take to come and help you stop shots and win?
After the goalkeeper. Partners.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. What's your name? Yeah, what's your name? No, so that's what we had today.
Yeah, thank you.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from? Okay, welcome, One Liverpool. You guys, you guys are playing. Are you listening to me? Hello. Oh, sorry, we lost the call. You're playing Aston Villa this weekend. Let me call back. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name? Hello. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name?
Hello, JJ, good afternoon.
What's your name?
Good
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Wajai.
Wajai.
Yes.
Oh, my father. Can you support one?
Yes.
Oh, Chelsea.
Yes, yes.
Good to have you here today, Wajai.
Yes.
Yeah, let's begin from the Europa League. First time?
Yeah, first time caller.
Last born, thank you, Benny. Alright, so let's begin from the Europa League. Ajax.
Okay.
Or Roma. Who will make them?
Roma go make them.
Okay. Now, the next one, Villarreal, who will make them?
I prefer Villarreal.
Okay. And then, Granada versus Man U.
If Man U are beating them in their home,
Yeah.
Man U will make it. Nah, Man U will make it.
So that one, Arsenal player didn't go.
I want us to make it because that score yesterday is wasn't okay. But I want them to make it.
Alright, no worries, thank you. Let's talk about the game. So playing Crystal Palace. Remember you lost to West Brom and you lost out in the top 4. So it's a must-win game for you. I don't know whether you're confident that you're going to get the job done.
Of course, with the kind of players we have at Chelsea, you have to have confidence. But we are not good now. The ball we played now, but we are the Chelsea fan. I prefer Chelsea to win.
Okay, which of them do you want to predict?
Classical.
And apart from that one, which of them do you want to predict apart from that one?
Apart from that one, no other one. No.
Okay, so
I'm not good at betting.
well, what about the Clasico? Who are you giving it to?
I'm a team to Madrid though.
Okay, to Real Madrid.
Yeah, to Real Madrid.
Alright, thank you. Your team will lead 1-0 in a major final. Which player will bring to come and help you hold on to the win? Sergio Ramos. Okay?
Yes.
If you don't lose, who is the one to come and help you win?
Cristiano
Ronaldo. Which goalkeeper will take carry enter penalty shootout?
Bravo.
Bravo.
Yes.
Adama, thank you. Oh,
Okay.
bye-bye. What's your name? I need you to speak into your phone. I need to hear you. What's your name?
Bright is my name.
Bright, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Iowa.
Good to have you. Which club do you support?
FC Barcelona.
FC Barcelona. Most of the Barcelona fan here today. So my brother, you better say your heart they shake small, Abi. Eh?
Everybody are trying.
You feel something if you do the job?
I got 1 hour. I can tell you.
Okay. What's score line?
3-0.
3-0. Okay. Hey. 3-0. Hey. When was the last time you watched your ball?
Club or
any club at all. Are you sure you still watch football?
yes, now.
Recently, I won that 3-0. Okay. Thank you. So, do you want to predict any other game? Okay. Okay, go ahead. Okay. No, we say what we go.
Yes, Gabado.
Okay.
My Gabado. 1-1 draw.
Okay, no, draw. So, someone will only 3 lots.
Right, let's agree.
Okay. Alright. Now, Europa League, let's talk about the Europa League now, Ajax or Roma?
I'll go with Ajax.
Okay. Danilo or Villarreal?
Villarreal.
The man you own don't finish, Nabi.
Kanya.
Arsenal Silver Prague.
Silver Prague.
Arsenal Anagbo. Abi? Adama, thank you. Now, if your team was losing 1-0, who would you bring on to come and help shut the defense and help you win?
Kanya.
Sergio Busquets.
Yeah.
Alright, what if you're losing? I want to bring someone to come and help you win it. Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Then the keep anchor when you go need to enter penalty shootout. Malenoa. Thank you. What if was it your Thank you. Oh? Hello, good afternoon. Okay, welcome. Oh?
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you guys are playing Aston Villa this weekend.
Yes,
You had the shake?
Shake from where?
Okay, your heart's strong well. I love you. Okay, no wala. You need to avenge that humiliation. How far cost you fell in mono? Where? How far cost you fell in mono?
I'm a person.
But Fatty Shalom, Fatty Shalom, and the car will tip on. It's all good. It's all good. Let's talk about the Europa League now.
Okay, good.
Arsenal or Slava Prague?
That's what I have because the next game will only end 100. Yes, zero.
If he ends 100, they'll go into extra time now because they play 1-1. Okay, all right. No wahala. So,
likely to lose.
okay. So, what about Ajax or Roma?
Roma will make it.
Roma to make it.
Yes.
And then Dynamo Villarreal. Okay. The Man U tie is over, where?
No, it's not over. But the only problem is Man U had become good in our home. But nevertheless, Man U two goals ahead. Man U will make it.
Okay.
Yeah,
No wahala. So, let's leave that one now. You said you are going to beat Aston Villa, right? Apart from the El Clasico, which other game do you want to predict?
Arsenal, Chelsea, that's not to win.
Okay.
And Man U, Tottenham. Man U to win as well. Man U is away, right?
Yes. Man U is away.
Man U to win.
Okay.
I'm sure of that.
Alright, so let's go to the questions then. Okay, El Clasico first of all, before the questions. Who are you giving it to?
Okay. This one already I did. I took on the game. You know, I got I got on 90. Nobody will take the lead.
Okay. How to run the cup on a week? How to run the cup on a Champions League? On a Champions League, ah. About doing somebody out 2-0, one. No, well, I'm going down. So you see Madrid winning this one up here? This El Clasico, okay. Alright, let's go to the questions. Your team, one goal up. Who will you bring to come and help you hold on to the lead and win?
Within my team.
From anywhere. From anywhere. If you want me to be the person, I'm ready.
Okay, no. Jota.
Okay, there we Jota. Alright, what if you're losing? You want to bring someone to come and help you win? Lewandowski. Then goalkeeper for a penalty shootout for you.
No, keeper the Man City.
Ederson,
yes.
Alright, okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon. What's your name?
This is Igbo in Galactico.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Igbo, the Galactico Madrid fan.
Nice one. Where are you calling from?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm calling from Awada.
Okay, I want to lay out Onitsha. Good to have you here today.
Exactly.
So, Uga Berugalambahu.
That's so.
And I'm sure that maybe whoever wins this El Clasico may be winning the Liga this season.
Maybe I'm not sure.
Because see the thing now, if you guys win,
Yeah.
you will topple Barcelona, right?
Yes.
If they win, they will get to the top, even though Atletico also plays. But the thing is that it doesn't mean that Atletico has it in them to win it. Because see where they were earlier, and they allowed everybody to still come back into it.
Yeah, Atletico, they have proven actually, but I'm still seeing them winning that league.
Atletico?
Yeah, so I'm still seeing them because, you know, we have a Champions League at hand, and that is a distraction, honestly. That they don't make. But Atletico, and they're not playing everything again. That's a bad La Liga. Likewise, Barcelona.
Okay, you have a point. Alright, no worries. So, who is winning the El Clasico?
I think they will win this Clasico. I think the United because they have not lost any big match, any big game in this season. The best result will be draw. So I don't think we will lose that much.
Okay. So, win for Real.
Okay, Madrid. I think it's 2-0.
Which other games do you want to predict?
Hello? Can you hear me?
I said, which other match do you want to predict?
I don't really know the fixtures the week here, though. I don't really know.
Okay. Tottenham is playing Manchester United. Chelsea is away to Crystal Palace. Liverpool, Aston Villa. Man City, Leeds United. Arsenal, Sheffield.
Okay, that time I think that time now we should draw.
Okay.
Liverpool are winning their game. Chelsea are winning their game.
Okay.
Then I think we shall start winning too.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the questions now. Your team, I mean, you are the manager, and you guys are one goal up in the major final. You want to bring somebody to come and help you hold on to things until you win. Which player are you bringing?
I think I bring Casemiro.
Casemiro.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. What about if you're losing?
I think
You mustn't. Okay, see Ronaldo. Okay, see Ronaldo, right?
Yes.
What about goalkeeper for the penalty shootout?
Yeah, I think Kevin Navas. I got good at PK.
Okay, Keylor Navas.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, sir.
Bye bye. Oh.
All right.
Alright guys, we're still a Sapientia fan zone. Keep it coming on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha, or follow us on Twitter so you can tweet us at Sapientia 95.3 FM is our handle on Twitter. And Arisa Wakaniko has already tweeted 6 hours ago. Teacher said, Father, congrats to all the sides that won yesterday night, including Zebra FC. Weekend, Chelsea to beat Crystal Palace 3-1. Elsa should win the games. Greeting as usual. Lovely mother Carrigan Okicha is over the channel of Munga Market. Also, Barrister is a channel Kairika no Magic Man, Chibak Anthony Sonnet, with the Iboma P. Chika High Star, Divine Anthony, Opina, Rita Essay, and everybody. Also, welcome Anthony, who has followed us on Twitter. Okay, Divine Anthony Onitsha. Congratulations all winners yesterday, especially Man United for dismantling Granada at their own backyard. We're good to go. We're already in the semi-final. I can't wait to send Roma packing. He says the semi definition of Arsenal is laughing stock for the 4 teams that will make it to the semi-finals. Man U, AS Roma, Stade Prague, Villarreal. Bremnes and Marcus Rashford impressed me the most, he says. So the weekend fixture, Barcelona to win 3-1, Crystal Palace 3-1. Okay, so West Brom, no Chelsea. Okay. Liverpool, Inter Milan, West Ham United, Bayern Munich, PSG, and United will all win their games. Okay. I'll bring Sergio Ramos to lock up everywhere. If I were one goal up, I bring full of Melisi, the little one with the lion heart, to learn a message to do what he knows best. If I'm losing, now quickly bring yellow black of 8 little one to save the penalty for me. Happy weekend. Thank you very much. And Chibank Anthony Solid from Waterford in Onitsha, my godfather. Second us to Man United for putting smiles on my face yesterday night. That massive away win. Europa League is gradually coming back to Old Trafford. This weekend, Man U to beat Tottenham 2-0, Chelsea to lose 2-1. That's how I should win the other games. Greeting my family and all sports fans and family. Okay, alright. I also want to welcome Chinaya, who has also followed us here on Twitter. And then, Bishop Saka the Prince, so the Barcelona Prince and Etihad captain, okay, will bring on Busquets if he wants to shore up his midfield and hold on to the win. He'll bring on Messi to help him to overturn the tie win. He'll bring McAnteta steady to stop penalties, Barcelona to win in the El Clasico. Atletico Madrid to draw, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham to win. Some cars has also followed us. Welcome here today. By the way, good afternoon to more people on Facebook. Shout out to all of you joining us here today. Nice to know you are all with us. Prince Oscar Austin, company Hoity Toities are also here. What ever will be. Also, Awele Wakeze, SNM Ifani, Tony Tawo, Manchester United, SNM Ifani, good to have you here today. I'm a single babe. Keep coming. Keep doing this here. Crazy just like maybe stallion. But my girlfriend, they turn me on. That's why I hello, good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Mandy.
What's your name?
Yeah, Dr. Teddy.
Good to have you, Dr. Teddy.
Thank you.
You're in Asama today.
Yes.
Okay, your loyalty is still split between Barcelona and Manchester United.
Yes, of course.
Which means you had a good yesterday. What I know is whether you're going to have a good weekend.
That's most likely I will.
Okay, so it's already settled in the Europa League, isn't it? Granada.
Yes. They've done. In fact, congratulations to them. They've done so well getting to this stage with another side.
And the Ole is about to get into another semi-final.
Yeah, the problem I have the only one there now.
Opposite.
It was a show, isn't it? But then let's see if we can get to try this time.
All right. So Arsenal, Slavaplay left it late to get an equalizer. Massive away goal. Next week is the time for Arsenal to prove that they still want to be in it. Do you see Arsenal making it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like that backside, right?
Okay. Who and then Danamo? What you doing?
Going to be a very tricky one, considering how they took care of Tottenham. But then, Raimi has been doing a very good job with the other side, so I think give them the advantage.
Okay. I mean, Roma has already listened to a 2-1 lead away from home. Can I ask you this job?
Difficult if you ask me. They'll be traveling to Rome, and they've been the better side in this Europa all this while, the way they played against young boys. But then, letting Roma get those 2 away goals yesterday might hamper their chances, so I'll give the advantage to Roma.
Alright, so the El Clasico is almost everyone is giving it to Real Madrid.
Yeah, I've been listening. Monday tonight about 3-1. We'll be playing against, let me say, an informed Real Madrid, and they'll also be playing against an informed Barcelona side. The battle will be won in the middle. Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Casemiro. He might probably want to rest 1 or 2 players because of the second leg with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but then,
I just need us to play a 3-man back like we've done, but this time not having Frank de Jong at the back.
Okay. The ball playing defender.
Yes. We need to create more bodies in the midfield, more natural midfielders in the midfield. So, I'll give it to Barcelona.
Okay, maybe slender win.
Yeah, slender win. It's El Clasico, so say 2-1.
I've seen Faisal play in the El Clasico. By the same Barcelona, beating Real Madrid, the same.
In recent times, we've not seen too many goals in the Clasico.
Well, they were 4 scored in October, 4 until October 4 were scored.
Yeah, that's 3-1 against Barcelona.
Yeah.
But now I think we have an advantage. They don't have Varane, they don't have
Sergio Ramos. Yeah.
They don't have Dani Carvajal. So probably Messi will break the deadlock now. Last time he scored on the 2018. So probably he's going to break that course, yeah.
Alright, so any other games are predicted in the EPL?
I win for Chelsea if you ask me. It's a difficult one for Manchester United against Tottenham. But I give them the advantage, the Man side.
Okay.
And then Man City, they'll keep doing what they know how to do best. In fact, when they lost to Manchester United, somebody said it could be the beginning of the downfall. I said no. And it's easier for them to go 29 more games unbeaten than to lose another game. And they take care of Southampton after that. So they'll do what they know how to do best against Leeds.
Alright, so let's go to the questions now. 1-0 up, you want to bring somebody to come and help you close out the win. Who would it be?
I'll bring in Casemiro.
Casemiro. Alright.
Yeah.
1 goal down, who would it be?
Lionel Messi.
Okay, goalkeeper for the penalty shootout.
Keylor Navas. Keylor Navas.
Okay, alright.
The best Champions League goalkeeper.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
And he may win the Champions League this season, though.
Yeah, he has a chance. In fact, he made 10 saves, 10 perfect saves against Bayern Munich. Notwithstanding, he considered 2 goals. But for me, he's the best guy to put there if you're playing the Champions League game.
Alright. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, bye-bye. Alright, 37 minutes done past 2 p.m., which means I'm going to go pay the bills now. I can comment on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha, and also Twitter, Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha handle. SMA Fine, I see you. Unoke Chibweze Chris, I see you. I see everyone, nice to have you all still here with me, still here with us on Sapientia Fans. We shall return. We'll be quick and show you that. I'm not going to take your time. Welcome, my chatter here, and more introductions with you on Sapientia Fan Zone. Hang in there with me. I'm JJ at the Legacy Evangelist Radio. And of course, this is Buchi Busan. Time, good song. I'm Eddie Fenaga.
Open doors. Walk and crusade. Oh gosh, Jai you know me to be strong. I can never be on the photo. Jai make my way. When he seems to be no way, he walks the way we cannot see. He make our way for home. Appreciate me, appreciate me, appreciate that. Me appreciate that. This is the time I'll be waiting. No matter what I want, I go escape through. No matter what I want, I go break through. No matter what I want, I go make it true. I tell you, no one shall be able to stand before me. All the days of my life, as it was with Moses, he will be with me. To never leave me, nor forsake me. This is my time to go like a bomb, because I am unstoppable. Me appreciate that. Me appreciate that. Alright.
I love this. Wow. I love this. Sapientia 95.3.
Alright. Timberlock wood preservative surpasses all preventive measures designed to permanently prevent the damage and quality reduction of wood and wood-based materials by termites, fungi, bacteria, and other boring insects. Timberlock wood preservative has deep penetration on wood that makes the wood well protected, ageless, and reusable. Timberlock has a superior recognition on wood preservation. It is user-friendly and easy to apply. Use Timberlock premium wood preservative to prevent, correct, and defend wood and wood materials against deformities caused by termites and other insects in the later days. Each drop of Timberlock wood preservative properly applied on any wood will keep termites and other wood insects gone forever. Timberlock is designed to solve wood preservation challenges. Timberlock wood preservative kills termites instantly. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Timberlock Africa or visit www.timberlockmfg.com. Timberlock Wood Preservative, the wood preservative brand leader in Africa.
Night time is deep sleep time. It's baby dreaming baby dreams time. It's for pain and not being bothered and having a dry bum till dawn. Night time is always baby's bliss time when you use Huggies Dry Comfort. With a stretchy waistband and super absorbent core, Huggies Dry Comfort provides all night dryness and comfort for your baby. Make night time rest-filled for baby and you with Huggies. For all night dryness and comfort.
Inuga maka super blend quality green tea. Recipe young my jaton don mano. It's a real tea we're not such a super blend. Okay, make up the get come. You wear a pot belly got another pot. Digestive system of giga one for ma. When I'm just event and me may I know those are. He go boost your immune system. Mama little green tea and it's a new offer. I'm not too cholesterol or something. Super Blend quality green tea is available in Pax pharmaceutical stores nationwide and other pharmaceutical stores and supermarkets nationwide. Contact them on 080-331-33191 or 081-6411-2456. Nature's miracle today. Antibiotics sickness and yamayama no be our friends and well-wishers. So therefore, anytime they pay your body emergency visit, chase them away with Bakaida Flusher Herbal Mixture. Bakaida Flusher Herbal Mixture now natural antibiotics with over 97 phytonutrients. There are several plenty ingredients make Bakaida Flusher Herbal Mixture like honey, black garlic, aloe vera, olive seed, black seed, and plenty others. Bakaida Flusher Herbal Mixture now NAFDAC give you certificate to say carry on. For inquiries, distribution, and marketing, call 080-8719-1818. Available in all pharmacy shops nationwide. Bakaida Flusher Herbal Mixture now nature's miracle. Bakaida Flusher, if body no well after 3 days, go see a doctor.
Oga Matias, Oga Makazikwa, elebana gijiri so ihe obibi ụlọ ndị a niile.
Ogechi, ọkwa ndị Easy Way to Success Property Acquisition Company Limited. Ngalaba Easy Way Fashion World. Melka ọbịa na mmezu. Ana m enye ha ego n'ibe ganye na ego mezu oke. Inweta ihe obibi ụlọ ndị a niile.
Atụmatụ a bụ sọ mma. Elebana ndị bụ ndị Easy Way to Success.
Ndị a bụ ndị na-akwụba aka ọtọ na-anara ndị mmadụ ego n'ibe ganye na ego ezu oke na inweta ihe obibi ụlọ masịrị gị dịka ụgbọala, generator, TV, gas cooker na ihe elimeli. Isi ụlọ ọrụ ha dị na Emmanuel Plaza, number 18 Francis Street, Onitsha. Ma ọ bụ ịchọga ha na shop 19/20 I-Line, Power Plaza, n'ụsọ Relief Market, ma ọ bụ na Western Line, Ọgbọgwụ Bridgehead, Onitsha. Akara ekwentị ha bụ na 080-640-32932 ma ọ bụ 090-957-65757 070-337-33830.
Easy Way to Success Property Acquisition Company.
Hallelujah. Bịa nwoke m, kedu ihe gbara nkịtị ụmụ nje na-emebi akpụkpọ arụ mmadụ were ezinụlọ gị na-egwuri egwu? N'ezie ihe ọkpụ isi eringo mere nwatakịrị ha n'isi. N'ezie anụ ngwọ, alụbala, akpụkpa, ewo ma ọkọtị junction ka ha ji ezinụlọ gị egwuri egwu. Mbanụ, nwoke m gaa zụta Isol Germicide maọbụ Isol Extra Medicated Soap ka ha kwụọ ọrịa ndị a gwogwo. Akọrọ Hades Andromedas bụ original koboko maka nje ọbụla. Zụta ha tata. Apụkwa m. Kọzikwara ndị agbata obi gị. Paradise POP White bụ wasọmma. Paradise POP White Super bụ sọmma.
Paradise Paint Super, Bopa Summa. Paradise Fungi Free Extra, Bopa Summa.
My name is out. Somebody tell my name to again it is.
And I'm a student for screening and casting inside and outside.
It's a good paint, you know. It's the Paradise Paint. It's a good paint, you know. It's the Paradise Paint Super, specially meant for interior. It's a good paint outside. It's the Paradise Paint Fungi Free Extra, specially meant for interior and exterior use. It's a good screening. It's the Paradise POP White. It's a good screening. It's the Paradise POP White Super for screening and casting. Paradise Paint.
Yeah, man. Who ought to know? Everybody ought to know. The smart way to deposit or send it cash. SDS way. Yes, the smart deposit scheme way. Oh yeah, SDS way.
Hey, Agility! Where are you rushing to?
Excuse me, Mr. Don Paul. See, I need to get to the bank to deposit my day's transaction before I'm shut out.
Calm down. With the smart deposit scheme, you are covered and it saves you time. SDS is the smart way to deposit or send cash.
Seriously?
Yes. With SDS, there is no risk of being at the bank late. Just buy the SDS voucher with the right amount you intend to deposit or send. Follow the how to use instruction and cash is instantly deposited with your bank or your beneficiary's bank. SDS vouchers are available from recharge card sellers. Call or WhatsApp 0901-616-4444 or 0903-000-8757 for more details. Smart Deposit Scheme, SDS, the smart way to deposit or send cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM.
When you are dealing with this man, you are dealing with a dangerous man. This is not banana leaf. That's a man of God. He's a man of God. It's a covenant I have from God. If you touch me, you finish.
Spells. I'm a fire flames. Obi-di-di-di-da-di-da. I'm a one and the badadan. Chukusomaga. And then make a nigga wonder. Nigga wonder. And then make a nigga wonder. Nigga wonder.
Yeah, CC2 Fire Flames, banging out here on 95.3 FM. Welcome back. I told you I wouldn't take time, and here am I to continue this with you today on Sapientia Fan Zone. Gigi Agadakusedi Avangadistom Radio.
Keep chasing me for fun.
Let me check what I have on Facebook. Monica Callistos, Barcelona fan from Onitsha.
Bridges from Valenciaga.
Congratulated the winners of yesterday: Ajax, Arsenal, Villarreal, Man U to semis. Barcelona winning the El Clasico this weekend.
Fire Flame.
Last night she win the other games. Puyol to defend the lead. Messi to third phase around. Let's stand for the penalty shootout.
Chukusomaga. And then make a nigga wonder.
Prince Sebuka Patrick, Prince of Stafford Bridge from Niger State. Let's congratulate all the winners. All the way team yesterday night. Applauding Marcus Chukwuebuka Rashford for reaching 20 plus goals in another consecutive season, running after Rooney. Did it for United. Barcelona to win the El Clasico, draw. So to be easy. Wishing Messi scores in the game. Atletico will be winning for my own personal prediction. Chelsea to win against Crystal Palace City to continue their winning ways. Called it by 1 p.m. Okay, send it before 1. Thank you very much. Obi Ajolo Fresh JP, aka Abolo the Show. Mwakilogidi, Newi. Barcelona to win the Clasico. I'll bring Mount to change the game. Chelsea to win, Man U to draw. Liverpool to draw. Agola Chibes and the reason Wakadigo and all Chelsea fans. Regards to you. Chichioku Daniel here. We're bringing Sergio Bosqueta. And the number 2, we're bringing Javier Hernandez Chicharito. We'll keep up with Manuel Nua. Thank you, Chinemerem Shedraka. Sergio Ramos to be brought on a red card. We're bringing Thiago Silva and N'Golo Kante. And then throw out to Cristiano Ronaldo, number 2, 3, Peter Cech. Holuno Funuka Malon Kene Megami, Holonia, Holuno Funu, thank you. Chica High Star here. Congratulating all the winners yesterday. Man U, Real Madrid, and Juventus to win. Greeting all fans, own family, and Sapientia staff. Niva John Vianney Abuche will choose Rostambul. for the goalkeeper. Sabi keep goal. Okay, you know Sabi keep goal, but they can Sabi keep penalty.
Peace you are looking for, you're looking for.
Wow, David Man, Chibuike from Asawa is a Man U fan. Kudos to all the winners yesterday, especially the classical game this weekend. It's going to be a draw. Man City to win, Chelsea to win, Liverpool to lose. God bless you.
It may be difficult for you. You may be thinking.
Obi Collins said Kubana CZ.
You may be asking.
So the winner of the El Clasico wins the Liga. Man City may lose.
You may be
versus Leeds.
Waiting for your need.
Man, you took up for revenge. The wheel. Win sports, no doubt. Good day. Erickson Ogabo from Asaba. Man U fan. Man U Villarreal, Roma Arsenal to make it to the semis. Onyeka Chuku from Umusome. Oh, he's a Chelsea fan. Congrats to Man U for winning their match yesterday. Not only Granada didn't do their job. Arsenal to Montauban club. Not sure when he will get ended. I'll bring N'Golo Kante if I'm leading. I'll bring PSG goalkeeper for the shootout. It was awesome against Bayern Munich at the Champions League. Zep Augusto's here from Aguilera Researchers to win. I'll bring Cristiano Ronaldo to win onto the lead and win. Fernando Torres will come from the bench any day, anytime to win for me. Casillas to do the job for me. Thank you. Emmanuel Future Hope here is greeting Sapientia and all fans of people. Man U, Slavia Prague, Roma Villarreal at the semi-finals of the Europa League. Barcelona to beat Real Madrid, Atletico to win, City to win, Chelsea to win, Man U to draw. Leicester and Arsenal wins. We bring on N'Golo Kante if he's winning. Bring on Eden Hazard if he's losing. Bring Caballero for the goalkeeping for the chance to win the other games. Thank you very much. The Manchester City is also here. Giving the weekend to Barcelona, Chelsea to continue breaking hearts. Sure, greatest to all fans and family. Man City should drop points. Onyi Ndeuche say Barcelona will win. For penalty, Bruno Fernandes is the man. Good morning. Fernandes says, after disappointed me last night for weekend's game, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid will all win, while Man United, Man City will draw. I'll be in okay. Onye de baya na okay. Onye de baya mananye fanya. I hope I got it right this time. We'll bring Ander Herrera to hold on to a win. Bring Cristiano Ronaldo to win the game. I will bring Navas or PSG for the penalty shootout. Bishop Saka here. We'll bring on Busquets if he's leading. Messi to win. Testelan for the goalkeeping. Barcelona to win the El Clasico. And let's go to draw. Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham to win. Joseph Nandet. Okay, we're bringing Haaland. It were 1 goal up. Woo! Okay. Tony A. Boy says Man United, Arsenal, Roma and Villarreal to reach the semi-finals. Barcelona to win the El Clasico.
Just the other day, she said hello, hello, I'm talking.
Jamaica Anthony Sonnet from Old Trafford in Onitsha, Man U's godfather. Congratulates Man U for putting smiles on his face yesterday. Weekend, Man U to win, Tottenham to win. Okay, to win Tottenham, and then Chelsea to lose to Crystal Palace. Greeting all fans and family.
Do it, your coral.
Oyiboka Leo Anthony Austin from Aguashuku Delta State says Hazard will always stand to take the penalty. And no last, Blues. Oshida Collins Onyemechi says congrats to all the teams that won their game. Good afternoon, JJ. John Paul Ozo says congrats to all the winners yesterday. Man U, Villarreal, Arsenal, Ajax. Next stage, Madrid ahead of Barcelona. Henry Chibbles here says I think Real Madrid has a good chance of winning it after the performance against Liverpool in the Champions League. Tottenham to win the game between Man United because they have all week to prepare for the game. So Arsenal will really disappoint me. Kudos to Man U for winning. Villarreal and Roma surprised me for the weekend. Chelsea to win, Leicester to win, Liverpool to win, Tottenham to win, Arsenal to draw, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich to win, Juventus to win, Leipzig to win, PSG will win.
See you with Mr. John, tell me are you crazy? Girl, are you foolish?
Real Madrid to win the El Clasico. If your team was up, you said you would bring N'Golo Kante. He's one of the best defensive midfielders today. Lewandowski, if I did a goal to win, and then Caballero of Chelsea, I want to know of Germany for the goalkeeping position. Victoria Ozioma. So congrats to my Manchester United. Another team scored one yesterday. Man U, Arsenal, Villarreal, Arsenal played the Europa League semi-finals, and Man U will win the title eventually. 2-0 against Tottenham. Arsenal City will also win 2-0 against Barcelona for Madrid. Atletico will also win their match, and they will win the La Liga. Choose Sergio Ramos in any penalty shootout. Shout out to all fans and family and JJ. Woo! Lots of names here. To know the rest of the people. God first, Obasi, Nameka Emmanuel, Olise Pato, Pedro Van Nistelrooy. Third Maluda is also Third Maluda, Ejimo 4, King Silly Dubrim, Ribokwe Michael, Alex Smith, the third Abednego, Beatrice, D. Paul, Grace Son, also Mado Valerian, Henry Mario, Mordi, Ezejobi Peterson. Nice to have you join us again after 8 years. Mado Valerian, Henry Mario. Nice to have you. Ugo Emmanuel, thank you. Also Francis Amaga Namani. More days of Peterson, Jude Stowe, Juta Ling Jr., Ugo Emmanuel. Upgraded Sari. Also Willianus Ifani Obidna Chidu Onyeje Web Marcelinus Chimeze Chiwike Stephen.
Who are you talking to? Who is on the phone? Who are you chatting with? Who is on the phone? What are you like?
Wow, lots of people here still here on Sapientia Fan Zone today, and lots of comments still waiting for us to take on Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha. Aina Ganiru, Ituma Martin Opaga, thank you very much. Ifani Nakife Chinwike Steven. Okay, Divine Anthony Anyi Chie, appreciation of Chiboy and Nebata Emmanuel Valerian Henry Muriel. Ugochku, okay, sorry, Elochku Elohim, Chris Arizona. Also Day Paul, Mwakba Chikeze Henry, Onyago Innocenta Showboy, Sirente Sunday Vinmas, Vince Man Vin, Odom Okenyi, Mubarak Pukse. Also Okonkwo Gabriel Okoye Terek Sunday. We love you, Benignus, Bede Mecca, Alex Smith, Jafet One Elama Emmy. Also Roy Pablo Obioma Ebuka Precious, Chukwumeziaris Ebudo, Chuma, Good Luck Justice, Stanley, additional Ishola. Kenmus Benjamin Obeche Jafet One Moshesh Noni One Ozie Golden OK Chuku Favor Charles Amobi Miracle Chubezie Ariza Oba Colinus Chedozie Samuel Chinland Chidazo or Militaga. If I did go Onuora Ebi Kenneth Ayoyan Mazi Warrior Chikwado O Sinachi Chisco Guy and all the rest of you. Thank you very much. I will not be able to take any further names, but then we love you, okay? Sorry, because my time says I have to go. It's just 3 minutes to the top of the hour. So here is me appreciating every single one who was a part of the show today, whether you were able to interact with us or not. You were just listening. You know we love you. You know they are the reason we come here every day, and we'll do this again next time. I wish you the very best. Until I come your way again, I'll be missing you and I'll be loving you. My name is JJ Agadaguse de Agadisa Radio. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you. Stay on Sapientia. Goodbye for now.
I know that this is a turn off. I know you already fed up. I know one day you go back up, but you should know that I've been cheated on so many times. It don't make me before. I don't think that I am mama anymore. I've been cheated on so many times. It don't make me before. I don't think that I am mama anymore. I think think I'm insecure. Where are you going to? When are you coming back? Who are you going with? When are you coming back? I wanna go with you. When are you coming back? The way you dress up, not the same way. But you did dress for me, not the same way. The way you bow for, not the same way. Where you did bow for me. I know that this is eternal. I know one day you'll be fed up. I know one day you'll go back up.